Welcome to Global Rhythms Live, a world music and dance digital concert series brought to you by Ensemble Topaz. Here is Paromita Kar, the founding artistic director of Ensemble Topaz.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. We're so deeply honored to have you join us today for Ensemble Topaz's first Global Rhythms Live. And we're deeply honored to be joined by some wonderful artists practicing different world music and dance art forms. This current edition features artists who are currently based in southern and southwestern Ontario, and we'll be hearing some beautiful traditional Iranian setar and kemanche and vocals as well, and we'll also be treated to some beautiful Egyptian and modern belly dance and some amazing vocals and music by Troupe Obskurah, and I myself will be performing dance at the end of the show. So welcome, and it is our deep honor to present to you our first performer, Hossein Soleimani. And I will now pass it on to Mike Anklewicz, the music director for Ensemble Topaz, who is also with us doing the tech for the show. So over to you, Mike.
Thank you so much, Paramita. I just want to make everybody aware that we are using these concerts to raise money for our wonderful performers. It's such a difficult time for performers when public performances are just not happening anymore. So you can help support the artists by going to our GoFundMe page. All of the you can see the link at the top of the screen, and we suggest between a $5 and $25 donation for the concert, although there's no obligation and anyone can tune in and watch. You can see the quick link here on the screen, and you can also go to our GoFundMe page at gofundme.com and search for Global Rhythms Live to find our page. Your support is so appreciated from all of the artists who will perform. And our first performer is Hossein Soleimani. We are truly honored to have Hossein here. He is an Iranian Canadian, and he is joining us playing both the setar and the kemanche. He has won a range of awards and recognition, and has performed on stages and festivals inside and outside of Iran. Soleimani studied theory, composition, arrangement, and more under several prestigious musicians, including the world-renowned member of the Silk Road Ensemble, Kahyan Kalhor. He gained critical acclaim as the leader of the band Sayasar, which released 3 albums. Moving to Toronto in 2019, Soleimani quickly immersed himself in the local scene, performing at several Sofar Sounds events. Managing and directing a Persian music and dance event night for the Cyrus Foundation in late 2019, and debuting his fusion project, The Path, with a sold-out concert in early 2020. Soleimani is also among the first cohort of Small World Music's Emergence program for emerging newcomer artists. Ladies and gentlemen, Hossein Soleimani.
Hi everyone, I'm going to play on setar, and thank you for having me. ببرند و بده و مجده دلداری سربانه کردی سربانه کردی از خاطر انداری رو ببرند و بده و مجده دلداری رو ببرند و بده و مجده دلداری روزگاریست که دل روزگاریست که دل جلوه مقصود زدی ساقیان زدن آینه کرداری ساقیان زدن آینه کرداری سربانه کردی سربانه کردی از خاطر یاری رو سربانه کردی از خاطر یاری رو ببرند و دل و مجده دلداری رو ببرند و دل و مجده دلداری رو ببرند و دل و مجده دلدار میاد
Thank you so much, Hossein. Thank you so much. Paromita has a question for you.
So, Hossein, thank you so much for sharing this beautiful song. My first question is, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So we love to hear about our different journeys that shape our artistic paths, and I'm sure you have a fascinating journey into this. If you could start by telling us a bit about this song, this beautiful and soulful song that you just played, and also a little bit about this instrument that, the setar that you were playing, and also how you started playing these instruments, how and what inspired you to start on this journey of playing these specific instruments?
Yeah. I like spiritual art, and also one of these spiritual arts is Iranian traditional music, and I think all of the countries in Middle East have this kind of music, and we have same roots in our music. Our music is related to the Sufism and our great Sufis and the poets like Rumi. Uh, and also we have some kind of relations between Iran and India uh, in last years, last centuries. And also I had some research about these relations between our culture and our music. I had a wonderful trip to India 5 or 6 years ago, and I visited some cities like Hyderabad, New Delhi, and Agra, Taj Mahal, and also I had played with lots of Indian musicians, and yeah, I love this kind of music because it's related to Sufism, and it gives me a peaceful feeling, and it is very nice for meditation and also do yoga works. I like this type of arts.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And it's also so interesting to hear about the different intercultural relationships between the musics of our different worlds. So thank you so much for sharing that. And tell us a little bit about the second instrument you're going to play. You'll be playing the kemanche, yeah?
Uh,
Wonderful.
First instrument is called setar. It's an ancient Iranian instrument with 4 strings, and it's wooden. Uh, yeah, and like this. But my main instrument is kemanche. It looks like to violin. It has 4 strings like violin and a bow, but it has a different sound. It's an ancient instrument. Lots of countries have a version of kemanche. We have kemanche in different countries, but this type of kemanche is Persian kemanche, and yeah, it is a wooden instrument, and we have here it's made of skin of sheep, and this is the bow is made with wood and horsetail. Yeah, I'm going to play for you.
Thank you. Looking forward. Thank you.
رفتم در میخانه حبیبم، رفتم در میخانه عزیزم، خوردم دو سه پیمانه، خوردم دو سه پیمانه، من مستم و دیوانه حبیبم، من مستم و دیوانه عزیزم، ما را که برم خانه، ما را که برم خانه. دلبر عزیز شوخ و تمیز برخیز و بریز آن می که جوان سازد عشقم به تو پردازد دلبر عزیز شوخ و تمیز برخیز و بریز آن می که جوان سازد عشقم به تو پردازد
Thank you so much, Hossein. That was absolutely beautiful, and it's music that touches the soul. Thank you so much. We're very deeply honored that you shared it with us today.
Thank you for inviting me to this beautiful event, and I hope we could do another event in future.
Absolutely. It'll be our honor. Yeah, so thank you once again. And now we will move on to our next performer, Christina Jennifer Lee, who will be performing some beautiful Egyptian and modern belly dance for her. A few words about Christina. Christina, also known as Samara, began her belly dance training with Yasmina Ramzi in 1997 and performed with the Arabesque Dance Company as lead dancer for 13 years. Her training took her all over the world to places such as Egypt, Turkey, USA, and Mexico. She has a passion for travel and continues to study with professionals. She is a graduate of Ryerson University's dance program and is also trained in ballet, modern, tap, jazz, Latin dance, capoeira, and flamenco. Currently, Christina enjoys sharing her passion as a freelance performer and a dance instructor in Toronto. She's performed and danced at events in Bahamas, Mexico, Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, and Trinidad and Tobago. As an ACTRA member, she also appears regularly on film and TV shows and has appeared on Frankie Drake Rain and The Handmaid's Tale. She's a passionate teacher of dance and aspires to help her students celebrate their own bodies and express their uniqueness. And I've had the pleasure and honor recently of working with her, collaborating with her again on a live streaming event. So very much looking forward to her beautiful dancing today. So over to you, Christina.
Thank you so much for having me. Here we go. This is the first piece. Thank
That
you.
was beautiful. Thank you so much, Christina. And your dance just never fails to bring a huge smile to my face. I was smiling the entire time. So thank you so much for sharing that. Christina, quick question.
Smile.
So you used the beautiful stage name Samara, is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Will you tell us how about this stage name and how you came about this name in particular?
Interesting question. I go by many names. Samara was the name that Yasmina Ramsey actually gave to me. When I first started belly dancing many years ago, there was already another Christina in the dance company, a lovely dancer who I became really great friends with, and we danced together. That was Christina D, and then Christina Lee sounded too close to Christina Lee and D. So she said to me, "What name do you like? How about Samara?" And apparently Samara means the one with tanned skin, but I'm not that tanned, but I still love the name and it stuck with me.
Great. That's beautiful. What a story. Wow. And another question about this beautiful and unique journey that you've had. Christina, you're a graduate of Ryerson's dance program. At what point in your dance career did you start studying Middle Eastern dance, and what inspired you to study this beautiful art form?
You know, I've always been so interested in cultural dance ever since I was small. So I took as many classes as I could growing up. I graduated also from an art school as well, so I learned flamenco and classical Indian, North African, all these different styles. And just before university, first year, I thought, oh, what about Egyptian? And I looked up Arabesque Dance Academy and just found Yasmina. And so I went from being a ballet bunhead at Ryerson, and then going at night, putting on my hip scarf and totally doing something different than belly dancing, which is, you know, the posture, everything is, you know, very in alignment. And then more grounded, isolated movements in the belly dancing. But the interesting thing is ballet and belly dancing make a really great combination. And a lot of belly dancers study ballet to help with their elegance and the posture as well.
Wow, it's such a unique, I think you've had like such an amazing and unique journey, and it's just amazing to hear about it. So I have one more question for you. And that is, we're all made of our memories. Our memories shape us, they shape our journeys, and they also shape our pathways in many ways. And could you share with us one memory from your dance journey that holds special significance, special relevance for you?
I'll have to say the first time I performed in my mother's home country. My mother is from Trinidad and Tobago. She's of Chinese descent, and Trinidad it's a huge multicultural island. And when my mom grew up, she was a Chinese dancer in Trinidad and Tobago. And it was such a great opportunity for me to go there a few years ago and have the opportunity to teach and perform theirs. And it was just amazing to kind of get back to my roots and to share my love of dance with my mom's home country.
Wow, that's so amazing. Great. Well, we look forward to your second dance performance. If you're ready to share that with us, we really look forward.
I'm always ready.
Awesome. We love that. Absolutely love that.
You enjoy it. It's a little bit different. It's a fusion piece. And it's a drum solo by Jonathan Benelli and Marco Ostero. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much, Christina. That is so impressive and so beautiful. And also, just as always, I can't help but smile every time I watch you perform. So thank you so much for sharing this stunning drum solo. Yeah, and
Forward to this.
awesome.
And thank you for joining me last week as well, dancing on my live feed. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And and to our audiences, please help us support these artists by donating to the GoFundMe page. It's a very unique experience for us to be sharing these artists from southern and southwestern Ontario with you. As you know, here in the Toronto area and also in other parts of southwestern Ontario, we often have very snowy winters, and you will see these artists driving through the snow, driving often through minus 15 degrees weather to go perform at your events. So please do donate and support our artists. We are so honored to have them all with us. So our next artist that we are so pleased to introduce today is Troupe Obskurah. This is a group that we have had the joy and honor of working with in the past. And today we have the two directors, founding members and directors of Troupe Obskurah, Paul Georgiou and Ariane Tervelt with us. Troupe Obskurah is a high-energy collaborative music and dance ensemble exploring the history of world folk dances through thoughtful, energetic, and research performances. They're committed to honoring the cultures of these lands and taking their audiences on a journey through time with beautiful costumes, a wide range of musical instruments, and creative choreographies. Co-director Paul Churchu comes from a musical family from Norway and northern Greece. He grew up listening to traditional Balkan tunes throughout his childhood and also played by different members of his family. He is also a percussionist with the Canadian Arabic Orchestra. Vocalist and dancer Ariane Tervelt had her early musical training with the Canadian Children's Opera Chorus and Royal Conservatory of Music. Troupe Obskurah have performed throughout Ontario and Canada, as well as internationally in Rajasthan, India, along with the Solanki Family Orchestra, including at the celebrated Jaipur Literature Festival, as well as in Mexico. So now we will have their beautiful performances, which we very much look forward to.
Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme tus ojos, ver tú junto a mí. Bien sé que tal vez mañana yo estaré muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, y como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Que tengo miedo perderte después. One more time. Que tengo miedo perderte después.
Fantastic. That's Troupe Obskurah. So we're just gonna, talk a little bit so that we can find out a little bit more about your ensemble. So can you tell us a bit about the name Troupe Obskurah and what inspired this unique and beautiful name?
So we just do such a broad range of music. Some of it a little bit obscure. I mean, we've sung Slipknot at a belly dance show. So, and I mean, we've sung Rajasthani music, you know, Tibetan music. We sing Afghani. We sing modern stuff like, I don't know, just so many different things. So that's where it came from, because we've just got such an obscure range of stuff that we do, and we're pretty much willing to do any kind of music at all. So
you're telling us about your diverse range of musical expressions. You know, what
Mm-hmm.
other genres of music do you guys perform?
Okay, Paul does Arabic music. We do. He also plays the Rajasthani nagara and nagari, which are a kettle drum. We sing all sorts of different kinds of music. If I can sing it, if we can find the music for it, and we can do a little history check on it, we're pretty much open to doing it. So, I mean, like I said, we've done Slipknot, we've done. What else? What is the weird
we've
stuff?
gone from like traditional folk music to heavy metal.
Yeah, all the way to heavy metal.
With our own little spin on a lot of it.
Yeah, and so we kind of try to add our own sort of take on it. Like, that is not the rhythm Besame Mucho's ever really performed at. You want to talk about the rhythm? So we just did it in like a kind of like a 4/4-2/2 kind of thing, but it's just supposed to be. There's a specific name for the rhythm. What is it?
I can't remember.
Can't remember? Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
It's like almost like not a 6/8, but it's a bolero rhythm or something more.
Yeah,
is what it's normally. So we try and just change stuff up. So it gets a little bit obscure. But yeah, I don't know. Keeping it, you know, any kind of music that kind of people love and want us to sort of do, we're willing to give it a try. So.
And you know, we're all shaped by our memories, which form part of our story and journey. If you could share, you know, one of your favorite memories along your musical journey.
Want to do that one?
I would say it was the confetti cannons at that at that wedding in.
So we drive for 5 hours in a really cranky van filled with like double capacity in India, no air conditioning.
No heat.
No heat. That was important at 3 o'clock in the morning as we're driving, or 5 o'clock in the morning as we're driving back from the desert. But we're at this really big wedding in Jodhpur. And in the middle of the set, I'm singing, we've got a dancer on, everything. This massive confetti cannon goes off, and we're literally inhaling these huge things of confetti. There were probably, I am not joking, we have a picture of it. There's probably 2 inches of golden confetti and stuff on the stage when it all landed and settled down. So that was pretty crazy. But I mean, we've done, I don't know, what's some other crazy stuff we've done?
Played some borrowed instruments in Mexico to.
Oh, yeah. So we go to Mexico. We have a bunch of gigs set up in Mexico. And it turns out we can't do them as they were supposed to be done. So we just get given instruments and mics and, okay, go. So there's a lot of sort of that last minute stuff. Some other really crazy stuff we've done. Sung in the middle of a hurricane. That was fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in Guelph. That was at a festival in Milton. Yeah, it was a hurricane. Yeah, the tents were literally rolling away, and we're singing and performing and dancing. So it's been some crazy stuff. They've been pretty fun though. I mean, it's all a great story afterwards, right? So.
All right. Thank you so much. And we'd love to hear another song from you. If you can tell us a little bit about the song and then perform for us.
Sure. So the next song is called Ketri Ketri. I'm just going to throw this page here. Sorry. We were introduced to it by Ronald Lee, who, I hope I don't get this wrong, Romani heritage, who lives here in Hamilton, or lived here in Hamilton. He taught us a number of songs, and this is one of them. So we're singing it in Hungarian. Whenever we have a song, we like to kind of research it and find out where it's from. So, because a lot of the folk music is from all over the place and is adapted and taken into a specific culture, but it's taken into many cultures. So we've found 2 completely, different histories of this song. There are people that call it a čoček, so a family of traditional Rome dances from the Southern Balkans. And that's how we were introduced to the song. But we also found some information. Paul's going to talk about it.
Yeah, that this is actually a kleftiki melody, a Greek melody. This also came from Ronald, who he did pass earlier this year. So we're kind of doing this one in honor of him because he did introduce us to a lot of wonderful music from around the world.
And musicians.
Yeah. But this kleftiki was basically a type of song that the partisans or freedom fighters were using in Greece when they were fighting against the Turks for liberation from the Ottoman Empire. But I think it's more of a love song, really.
Yeah, it's a love song. So, all right, I'm going to take my headphones off and we're going to go.
Thank you.
Yo ketri ketri ala palamanide, ketri ketri bir palamanide, avtu pale beştu tele, avtu pale manne, kasavi sansari lulu jori, shukar chini lulu jori, loshar muro yilo. Pasha manda tavesa, yo ketri du kalmuro hilo, ketri para muro hilo, chumi dapte tiro hilo, ala pasha mande. Ketri stoyaba mande, mi stoyaba viramur yileste, tanyeste kan pasha mande, avtu mor romni, tu te kelesh lo sar yuromilo, tu te jilaba faramuro hilo, avtu pale bestu tele. Ketri mistoyaba manide, mistoyaba vimüneli leste, tanyas dekan pashle mande, avtu more romniori, tu te kelesh lo shormuro hilo, tu te jilaba faramuro hilo, avtu pale bestu tele, avtu more romni, avtu tele, bestu tele, avtu more romni, avtu pale bestu tele, avtu more romni.
Thank you so much. That is Paul and Ariane, the founders of Troupe Obskurah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thanks for having us. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Par. And thank you to all the other wonderful performers that were on here as well.
Thank you so much. And now we are joining me actually in Studio Topaz right now is Ensemble Topaz co-director Paromita Kar. Paromita holds a PhD in dance studies from York University and works as a full-time dance artist based in Toronto. And she travels internationally and throughout Canada to perform. She's originally from India and trained in classical dance from a young age. Paromita's journey with Central Asian dances began in Toronto when she was studying at York University Dance Department. She has subsequently performed and collaborated with numerous Afghan musicians and performed widely at live events as well as at Afghan music videos based in Toronto. She has performed in Canada, the United States, India, the Netherlands, the Czech Republic, and has held grants from Ontario Arts Council and the Canada Council for the Arts, as well as the Shastri Indo-Canada Fine Arts Fellowship for Dance. And she currently holds a grant from the Ontario Arts Council for professional development in Iranian dance, and works as the choreographer and lead dancer of Ensemble Topaz. Paromita will be performing 2 dances today. The first is a traditional dance to a piece of music called Naghme Dukhane, performed and recorded by the Young Afghan Ensemble. The second short piece is a song with a water pot performed to a song called Damangi Khara. She's wearing a vintage traditional Afghan dress. And you can see Paromita right behind me. She's just getting her music ready. Thank you so much, Paromita. And we want to thank all of our participants from this Global Rhythms World Music Dance and Dance Digital Concert. We are streaming from living rooms of our artists in our studio all across southern Ontario, in Toronto and in Hamilton. Once again, I want to thank Hossein Soleimani playing the setar and kemanche, thanking Christina Jennifer Lee for her wonderful dancing, Troupe Obskurah from Hamilton from their wonderful performance, as well as Paromita Kar for her outstanding dance in the Afghan style. Please stay updated with us by following our Facebook page, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to be featuring artists from all across the world in Studio Topaz, which is right here in our living room. Thank you again for joining us, and thank you again for going over and helping to support the artists at the GoFundMe page. My name is Mike Anklewicz, and that, of course, is Paromita Kar. And we really want to thank you for coming, and thank you for spending this time with us. Have a great afternoon, and stay safe, everybody.